Yes, here for sure.
I still don't know how to change my name on my thing. Does anybody know how to do that?
Poor
No, I
Nora.
don't. We're all having this trouble, man.
Oh,
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know how.
All right.
let's
We
profile.
are live, and I'm going
Nora,
to hit record.
go to profile, Nora.
you're gonna
I
laugh
found.
at me. You know how to find that.
I'll help you when we're done with this.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I'll just be sugar today, okay?
Uh,
All right, people, we got the sugar, which is Nora Hazel.
AKA Nora.
Yeah, and we have Denise Ramon and Ginger Bailey, and
Uh,
have me, Elisa, and we have our son, my beautiful son on the afterlife, taking questions for all of you guys. Maybe some other mediums will join us. I don't know, but we have some really good ones here, so we're awesome. We're good. Okay, now let's begin, shall we? Hi,
let's
Eric.
okay,
go. Hi, Mama.
that's
Hi,
what I
Mama.
heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama.
Oh,
And he goes like in a deep voice, I love you.
Yeah.
oh.
I
Now,
love you.
you guys also need to know that the information for these beautiful ladies will be on the description box, in the description box, but also on the screen at one point. So be sure you get your pen and paper or pencil and paper and jot it down because these are great mediums, healers, also a life coach. Ginger is a life coach and a wonderful one at that. I know from personal experience with my son Lucas. So anyway, shall we begin with questions, or do y'all need to say anything else about what y'all are doing? Any specials, anything going on in your lives? Nora, Sugar, Nora,
I
Denise, and
found it.
Jen.
I found the big event is I found how to change my name.
That is a good for
Oh,
you.
Thank you,
good. Good.
Google.
And
Oh yeah.
sugar.
Um,
Yeah, that's
not,
awesome.
Anything?
nothing going on here, just doing some clearings of people and homes and just keep your energetic hygiene high, people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
How do you
Yep.
do that? Let's
Oh,
educate people.
okay. Well,
Nora's clearing ability.
cheers. Basically just keep your vibration high. Listen to really great music that you love while you're milling around the house. Sing, raise your vibration. That way that it can't get in. So, sing, sage smudge, Palo Santo smudge. You could spray as
Dance a
well.
little bit while you're singing.
Dance, absolutely. And stay away from scary movies and shows because that kind
Oh,
of lowers
come
Mhm.
on.
vibration. Yeah, I know. Until you got it under control, I guess. I don't know, but
That's awesome.
yeah, well, you as you all know, your aura, your
Yeah.
vibration is like a fishing net, like a very fine fishing net or an aura. So
Yeah.
when you lower your vibration through just being worn out, and not really taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
the fishing net can get holes in it. And then that's when it
Absolutely.
can just keep you down. So you want to keep that aura high and vibration high.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eric was showing Eric showing like also like how how dust mites attract to things like
Like
it
dust
can attach
bunnies.
like dust bunnies or dust mite like things can attract and attach to things. He was
Yes.
showing it like that. So clean it
Yes.
up.
Wow.
Dust
Yes.
your energy.
All the time and do a little meditation, just ground yourself again, Mother Earth, ground me now. And if you don't, I mean, we take showers all the time. Why? Because
Right.
they don't last. So you gotta, be vigilant in keeping your
Yeah.
energy high.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That makes total sense.
You
It's
you can actually really quick. I'm sorry. You can actually visualize right when you said that about the shower. Eric was showing me you can actually visualize cleansing yourself in the shower, like you're cleansing not just your body but your
Yes.
energy too.
Yes.
exactly
Yes.
the water
I
Yes.
do it
bill.
all the time.
That will
Yes.
Yeah.
save on the water bill, but not on deodorant, people. So let's, but anyway, yeah, he uses the dust bunny analogy also when he's talking about the law of attraction. So he
Hmm.
must like dust bunnies.
Yeah,
All
because he
right,
kept showing like them sticking to you.
sticking to each other, and then
Well,
yeah,
like attracts like. So
yeah,
if
yeah.
I often say that if you don't keep your vibration high, then you'll attract lower vibration energy. Just the same thing with listening to or watching scary movies. It's that energy
Yeah.
that you're sending out to the ether. So if you envision, I don't know if anybody remembers the Jetsons. I'm aging myself, but
course
My
there's like
favorite.
an energetic
I love
highway,
that.
but there's good and bad.
Ruh-roh.
Yep, it's just going along. And what happens is as you're emitting fear or anger or rage, the ick, which I like to call them, they say, "Oh, I can get some of that energy. Let's just kind of drop down on that household and get in on that." And that's what you don't want. So,
Yeah, no, you do
because that's what
not.
they feed on: fear,
Right.
anger, rage, depression.
Yeah.
So,
Addiction.
addiction,
Mhm.
addiction is
Yes.
a big one.
Big
If you have
one.
addiction, I mean, it's okay to have your wine or, some people like to smoke. That's okay, but I always ask Archangel Michael, protect me, all the
Yeah.
time. And I don't drink anymore, but when I did, I'd say, and even if I have a glass of wine once in a while now, I said, Archangel Michael, protect me, because that lowers your vibration.
Archangel Michael, protect me. Cheers to Archangel Michael.
Absolutely.
All right, so Denise, what about you? What do you want to say about yourself?
Well, I'm not doing anything special. I just do my sessions.
You're always doing something special.
You're so
I know.
sweet.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about raising your vibrations and that, Erik was saying, just be conscious of your thoughts. Like, is this feeling good to engage in this conversation with somebody? Is this feel good watching this show or something? And or what you're reading. He says, just pay attention to how you're feeling, and he says,
Yeah.
and make it um, like it's a game. Like, let me check in and see where I am. That doesn't mean you have to stop watching the movie or stop the conversation. It's just about becoming aware. And just because you're starting to become aware, you're already raising your vibration.
Yeah, it's really important to be able to discern with your intuition, with your heart. And that takes some practice. Are there any easy ways to practice so that wow, that's coming from my heart, not from outside or from my mind?
Erik says your body tells you that because it tightens up. Watch how you're breathing because your breath gets shallow. He says, you all of a sudden your whole body is kind of tense and how you're holding your hands and stuff. He
Yeah,
says, but just check in a minute a day if that's all you want to do, because
absolutely.
some people want to be in that arena, and
Mhm.
that's okay too. That's okay
Yeah.
too.
Not me. All right,
I know,
Ginger,
me
what about
either.
you, girl? Do you still have that spring sale or is it ended?
No, the spring sale ended, but I always have the buy two, get one free on the 30-minute. That's an always thing.
Oh,
And I
that's
always have
awesome.
the deal with the package deal with the coaching, the life coaching. That's an always deal. But I would like to just give a little shout out again, like we did this morning, for the Feathers and
Yes.
Fangs.
Feathers and fangs, yes.
Feathers and Fangs. This is a animal rescue family
Mhm.
that puts their own time and money in their own house. They use their own house, their own land for this.
Yeah.
They don't have outside help, and they both work full-time jobs to try to take care of these animals.
Mhm.
And just check them out. Feathers
Yeah.
and Fangs. They
Yeah.
do some good things.
You get good karma out of it too.
Yeah,
What you
they
send
could
out
use some
in the way-
help.
Yeah, what you send out in the way of love, it'll come back to you multifold. All right, that sounds good. Anybody else want to say anything before we take questions? Nope. Okay. All right, first question. Tina Owens from Meridianville, Alabama, was told by a prophet that I'm a descendant of Pocahontas, and it shows. Oh, I am, and it shows I am. Any advice?
What she want advice on?
I don't know about being a descendant of Pocahontas. First of all, is it true, Erik? Can you confirm it for her?
I'm getting a yes. I was getting a yes with this. There's some truth to this. But
She's not a fractal. She's actually a descendant then. Huh?
yeah, it feels like it. It feels like there's something in the bloodline, like a long time
Oh,
ago in the bloodline.
That explains why I feel like, because I feel like it's watered down. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's been
Yeah,
a long time, that's what it
yeah,
means.
yeah.
But
There's a connection. There's a
yeah,
connection. It's not like it's this is what I'm getting. Eric is going, it's not like it's great, 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 great grandma, but there's a DNA connection somewhere that
okay.
is in her lineage.
You should try Ancestry DNA and check out and see if you have any Native American blood.
Yeah, yeah.
Since the what's the
Ancestry.com does it.
yeah, the
23andMe.
politician that Trump calls Pocahontas. Is so funny. Anyway, okay, more sweetly morbid bear. Actually, her name is Rochelle L from LA, California. Am I supposed to stay where I am and take care of my mom? I was trying to move again, but it's just not working out. Worried about my own health and life in this house. Wow, does the house need clearing, Nora? The house she's in with her mom?
It could use a clearing. You keep up the energy, do a saging, open up the divine white light, living light. You want to keep the vibration high, and it's hard to do when someone's sick.
Yeah.
I'm getting stay where you are. Because
Okay.
if you're given a lot of roadblocks, that's a sign right there. That means it's just not for you at that moment.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
There's something in it that you're supposed to be learning, is what I was getting. There's something in it.
I heard boundaries.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And boundaries doesn't mean stand over there, get away from me, or
right,
or talking rude or whatever. Boundaries are just checking in to see how you're responding to things, because then you can start not responding that way, because you'll know that you have the choices that are within you to do and say things different, which also helps you to start tapping into your own power. But I heard boundaries is a big one.
Right. So Vanessa R. Romo from Santa Ana, California would love to get a message from my higher self or guidance, like basically what is her purpose? That's a big one.
What Erik is telling me, he says, our main purpose is to engage with ourselves and learn to love ourselves,
Yeah.
and don't limit yourself to a purpose, to one. But if you really want a purpose, it's about self-love. And you don't go like, well, I love myself because I did this or that. It's internal, he's telling me. And that is a full-time job in itself, working on that, because we all
Oh, yeah.
are not 100%. But Erik says she's a very kind, gentle soul, is what I'm getting.
I bet. All right, Lila
Be
H.
true to yourself. Sorry.
Lila H. No, it's fine. Are all scalar services good for me to buy? Let's put it another way. Does she have any blocks? You don't want to buy all of them. A lot of times the main service is the one that works for just almost everything.
Yeah, I heard start with the main. Start with the basic.
And then wait, because sometimes that takes care
That's
of
what I heard.
and emotional and mental issues too. So you got to be careful not just buy everything.
Also, something I just heard was, what is your reason for this? Like, or is there just like you want everything changed for you? I mean, get a focus. I feel like that's all over. Like this mind is all over. Like there's no focus. What's your intent? Thank you, Erik. It's like, what's your intent behind this? Is really important, and that'll help you choose.
All right, Catherine R. from the Chicago area wants to know, we did the weight optimization on her. I don't know if it's early days, I can't really remember, but is it going to work, or does she have blocks that need to be removed? Or does she need maybe, I don't know, maybe she didn't do the main service, which gets rid of trapped emotions. What's going on?
Well, I did it's the emotional part, it's like she's worked on the core issue of the weight. She's worked on a lot of this, but the core issue, and I heard emotions, and and Erik says, and working on those emotions are gonna open up so much for her in other areas of her life that she didn't even realize that this emotion.
How can she do that? Does she need the self-love, trauma release, inner child healing service, or does she need an energy healer, something like that, or can she do things just on her own?
She can definitely do things her own, Erik says, but Erik is telling me she really wants someone to help guide her through it, and I get like some of this stuff is a little heavy, for to just do by yourself. So it can be a life coach as with Ginger, or a therapist or something like that. But using different modalities only enhances you. It doesn't harm you as you are on that journey, he says.
Okay.
Yeah,
there are some things like with the inner child.
Yeah, so that scalar service is really good. It's actually quite powerful. So yeah, Ginger, life coaching, try that.
I was gonna say there's something in it to where like Denise was saying, the emotions and that inner child, I feel all of that, but there's also something too that you need to reprogram. There's like some reprogramming because of those things. As in, ask yourself, what is it draws you to me? Because people don't realize they don't ever let themselves sometimes really feel hungry, and it's you're eating because of other reasons. So it's learning these things.
Okay. All right, Cassandra May from New York. I really want to leave New York at some point. I'm drawn to Pennsylvania, Utah, West Virginia, Arizona. Would any of these locations be best for me? So let me repeat those. Pennsylvania, Utah, West Virginia, Arizona.
I'm getting Arizona.
Yeah, and Erik says if you can go out there and visit for a few days, and see how you feel. So go out there and visit for a few days.
Yeah,
I heard Arizona too. I did.
Okay. All right. In like a major city? Like Tucson or Phoenix, or?
I don't get out in the wilderness.
Yeah, just like right around the outline of it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Lorraine Owens. Hi, my name is Lorraine Owens. I live in Portsmouth, Ohio. My husband, Michael Owens, passed in 2023, and I was wondering, would I ever find love or happiness again? Oh, sweetheart.
Yes, absolutely. Erik says yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I feel like her husband's going to help her.
Yeah, I felt that too. I felt that too.
Really?
Yeah. He's helping her heal too. There's some healing, that you need to.
He wants her to be happy.
Do certain spirits on the other side, perhaps Michael, have more powerful healing abilities than some other spirits?
It depends on what their choice is. You know what I mean? They have choices like we do, like what they choose to focus. Some choose to educate.
I believe some choose jobs.
Right. Some choose to educate. Some choose to heal. Some choose to guide.
Okay.
So I think they all could do it, but it's not what they're all choosing at the time. But think about this. Most of it's healing anyway. The guiding, the teaching.
Yes. That makes sense. Look at here. Jackie Benson's here, guys. Lots of love to you, beautiful ladies. Hey, Jackie is such a great healer. You need to please put your information so I can read it in the description, in the chat line if you can. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, I don't even know what it was. Just because it was Erik was talking to me, and then I went,
"Oh,
that's okay. It's okay."
About others choosing to heal or what they were doing.
Yeah, spirits,
Is that what
whether
you're saying?
So Eric's backpedaling for me. He's going, so one of the things he says is, with these other beings, as we call them, or other spirits, he says, well, you are, what your frequency is ready to receive, you're going to connect to that entity, that individual, that soul, that spirit, or whatever. So it's, so let's just say Susie over there, she can do like a little bit, and I'm only wanting a little bit because that's all I'm capable of receiving right now. I'll connect to Susie.
Oh, interesting. All right, Jennifer J from Lakewood, Ohio. I'm thinking about moving. There's a lot of stuff about moving. Isn't it weird how these things usually have some sort of themes?
Yeah.
So thinking about moving back in with my mom and stepdad in Georgia. Can Eric let me know if this is the best option given the current situation and what I'm working on?
Well, Eric is saying, make sure you have a plan and not like, okay, I'm here at the mom's house and I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Have a plan. And I just feel like, have a plan, like not that be your final destination.
Yeah, I kept hearing it's very temporary.
Yeah,
is what I kept hearing.
Because what bothers you or still can get your engine going, Eric says, is still there.
Oh, you
It
can
gets
never go home
stunt.
again.
Like
It's
it'll
not
be
going to stop
stunted.
you.
Yeah.
I feel like there's the mission, the the direction will be stunted.
Yeah, so I was just going to say it's not going to stop you, but it's not going to help. It's not going to push you as far as it would if you weren't. But it feels like it's a stepping stone to go to the next step, though.
It might make you appreciate
the
direction that you really are supposed to be on, being there, and you'll maybe realize more where you're supposed to be, like empower yourself,
right?
Whether it's because of an advantage or disadvantage being there. So if there's like the I don't know if it was Denise or Ginger saying that there was a whatever is there that she wasn't crazy about in terms of relationship, getting along, etc. They might catapult her towards, where she's supposed to be.
Okay.
And appreciate it.
Sophia Wynn, do souls plan how or where they meet? And does it apply for online too? The reason she's asking this, I think, is could I have chosen my online guy, mostly a friend, to be in person? Could I've chosen a guy? I'm not sure what that meant, but do souls plan how or where they meet?
Yeah, a little bit. There's some free will there saying, but you can't. I always like to let people know, Eric always says, you can't go wrong. You can't do something wrong. You can't. If it's meant to be, it's gonna be. You can't mess it up. You can't get stuck over here and mess it up and miss them, that kind of thing. So if it's meant to be, it will be. So it just depends on the situation.
All right, Nancy P from New York. Her cat Farah, is my cat Farah doing better after going to the vet emergency room for respiratory distress 2 weeks ago? She got antibiotics and steroids. So is she doing better? She can be okay?
I just got a visual of Farrah Fawcett hair on this cat. Eric's showing me this. He's trying to make me laugh, but I was getting yes. I got
a yes too, a big yes as well.
Awesome. Speaking of vets, we're going to take Bella to the vet tomorrow to get a test for Cushing's. She has a couple of things wrong with her blood in her urine that suggest possible Cushing's disease. And they said, see if she drinks a lot, and if she does. And this weekend, I saw her go to the water bowl all the time. That didn't mean, the lab results that she got are very questionable, very borderline. So they said, well, just wait 6 months. But then I noticed her drinking so often.
Has they checked their blood sugar?
Yeah, the diabetes.
Yeah, she's fine on that. But does she have Cushing? She's going to get a dexamethasone suppression test, I believe. Tomorrow it's like You give
There
her.
is something going on in her digestive tract, I'm seeing. Is,
Oh,
you
so-
know, yeah, like absorption, issue
oh. What about
going
the
on.
pituitary and her adrenals? Can y'all scan that and see if they're okay?
Have you changed her diet?
No?
No, I do feel something like thyroid. They're going to check her thyroid.
Okay.
Something with her thyroid. I feel something. I just heard thyroid and I felt something in
Okay.
my throat.
All right.
So,
All right. So
I don't think it's exactly what they're looking for, though. What you're the
Oh,
Cushing's.
I
I don't
don't
think.
either. I
I'm
don't
not
think
either.
it's
driving
a-
the Cushing's.
okay.
But
Good.
something with the thyroid.
All right. We'll check that. I don't know if they checked it. I'm not sure, but I'll ask. Hey, ladies, not a question, but I didn't want to share my appreciation for Miss Elisa calling us beautiful souls. There's something verifying I feel when you say it, so thank you. Well, you are beautiful souls. All of you guys are whole and part of God, our creator. How much more beautiful can that
Absolutely.
be? Really, think about that. That's some heavy shit. Anyway,
Especially when most people, all of us, are our own worst critics. We can really talk mean to ourselves. And I for years really try to turn that around with affirmations. You got
Yeah.
something negative coming in your mind,
Yeah.
change it.
Change it to a different
Replace it with
thought.
a positive thing. Like,
Yes.
oh, I'm so stupid. No, I'm so smart. Change it right
Yeah,
away.
change it
Not to
immediately.
believe it, just change
Yeah,
it.
fake it till you make it. It really works.
Yes,
People.
yes.
Yeah.
And I
Thoughts are
also
so
say,
powerful.
even yeah, think about it, bring about it. Even with my kids, if somebody says something mean or somebody I know says
Yeah.
something mean
Yeah.
or negative, even about yourself, obviously, just say cancel clear. And that stops the thought process right there.
Answer clear.
Just cancel clear and it's done.
That's great.
You're talking about somebody's health and what happens if this cancel clear?
Answer clear. What ifs? These what ifs are so dangerous.
Cancel clear.
All right, that's good advice. All right, Tharva P from Ipswich, UK. My UK visa ends March 2026. Will I get a UK sponsored job to stay, or will I have to return home? Good career ahead.
I'm getting a yes.
I got a yes too, but don't just sit back and wait on it. Like,
Yeah. I
move
feel like there's
forward.
going to need some active. I
Yeah.
felt
Your
get
feelers out.
active about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric shows me you needing to move your feet. So that means you're going to have to help.
And put it out there, ask people, ask around, and the connections will come around.
Oh, good. That makes sense. All right, Bretta Kavanaugh. Hi, ladies. Where did I live in my last life? Bretta is from Ireland, by the way.
Again, another planet. I was
Oh.
getting something different, like a different feeling. Like I just
Bretta,
heard.
wow.
But you've had other lives on Earth too. I just feel like there was a planet that you were more drawn to. I don't know. I just feel that.
Eric says she loves variety, and this is why.
Bretta, it's well, it could be Bretta, Brede is male, so maybe Breda is.
All I get is a vision of Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, spinning around and singing with the beautiful hills in the background.
Oh, wow.
In the valleys, that's what I see.
That's
Maybe
so
one
cool.
of the past lives. I mean, we have many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have many.
Thousands.
But we do have thousands, and
Yeah.
it's hard for us to comprehend that.
Right. And not to mention this, I try to explain this. Eric shows me, because this is beyond my comprehension too, that this universe is so old. And this galaxy we live in and this solar system is young. And so
Yes.
we've lived before this was even here, our souls have. So
Correct.
we've had lives long before we were
Yes.
even human on this
Amazing,
planet.
isn't it?
Yes.
Wow. Before we were even human. That just blows my mind. Not to mention there is no time. Everything is happening at once. All right. Let's see. Tracy S. Perry from Iowa. Tracy S. from Perry, Iowa. When people have an NDE and they say they went to hell, how do you explain that, Eric? I thought there was no hell. did they think
That's
they're
a perception. That's their
That's
perception. Yeah,
Yes.
some people you have to understand that some people choose their exit experience for a reason. There's something to learn in it. And remember, they didn't die. They came back. So if
Yeah.
they were to actually die, they would have known that there wasn't a hell if they went further. It was their the way they perceived what
Yeah,
was going
someone
on
would
in
have
their
woken them
fear.
up. Someone would have woken them up and said, "Hey, dude, you're not in hell."
Right. And it was an experience that they planned ahead of time. There's so much growth in that, to pull yourself out of the fear.
Well, that's what Erik says. The reason why they went in that direction is because there was something going on with them that needed a jolt to like change the direction of their path of how they were going.
Right,
And it could be their perception of things, or it could be
right.
what they are also doing physically, and stuff. But there is absolutely no
And
hell.
Right, and an interpretation too. Maybe they seen blackness, and then their interpretation was it was hell, But there are people that really do see things that they grew up with religious beliefs, and this is something that they see.
The belief
when-
system can
Right.
when limit you.
When they do say they're in hell, do you actually feel the fire and smell the brimstone? Does it hurt? Do they actually perceive pain in their
I think it's their
imaginary hell?
perception.
Yeah, maybe their perception when they get back,
Oh,
the
yeah.
way that they describe it or remembered it, but in that moment, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't. That's what I've always been shown
And
from the other side.
Remember, everything is forgiven. All is forgiven. There's no punishment.
Well, there's no wrong or right. So
There's no wrong or right.
Correct. There's nothing to
had-
forgive.
Yeah, I had side note, my father, who's crossed, was trying to get one of his old friends to come to me just when I began doing all of these wonderful gifts coming to fruition. And his belief system was that he was not worthy of going to heaven because he had some indiscrepancies. I don't know if I said that right.
Oh, okay. Indiscretions.
Indiscretions, thank you. So
Sure.
he had these, and so he felt that he was afraid to go to the light because he had a past life. This lifetime was not what he imagined it should be, according to the religion he believed. And finally, I guess my dad and guides and angels brought him to me, and we were, as a group, be able to cross him over into the light to make him see, look, it's forgiven. There's no punishment. There's no judgment. All is love and forgiven.
Nice.
So it's a
What a
belief
wonderful
system,
gift.
and it could keep people here as earthbounds because they're afraid to go into the light for whatever their belief system was.
Now,
Erik's reminding me of by Robin Williams, Where Dreams May Come.
Yes, right.
That is a good analogy of how we conjure up the perceptions of hell. It's all in our thoughts and our beliefs and how we feel about ourselves, because there is absolutely nothing to forgive. It's you just needing to forgive yourself if there's anything
Absolutely.
forgiven.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is key. All right, Catherine R., we asked about her weight optimization. Answered. I hope you got that, Catherine. All right, Jennifer Schneider from New Jersey. Can I have a heavenly message from my father, Donald B.?
He shows me hitting a ball, like I guess it's a basketball. Like I guess he's shooting baskets, playing basketball.
Huh.
So I don't know what that is for you, how that
Keep the
gives
ball
you-
going.
yeah.
but
Or
he
maybe
keeps.
maybe they played basketball together. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know.
He
but
likes
I
to
feel
get
like
out.
you need to I didn't mean to interrupt if I interrupted
ahead.
somebody. I was
No.
getting something from Erik about playing. Erik was interpreting this because I was seeing him playing like a child. I don't know why. It was like games. So that was when you said that, it was like, okay, games. Remember who you are, be more childlike, about things, but not immature wise, but like laugh,
More
play
playful.
a little bit,
Everybody
be
needs to
more
be
playful.
Yeah.
You know, that's important, he's saying, to just remember like who you are, deep inside as a child, you know, and enjoy things in your life more.
Yeah,
It'll really help. I feel like she's going through some stressful stuff.
Oh. Well, I find it very easy to get in touch with my goofy side. Everybody seems to think I'm pretty goofy. So, I mean, I guess that's part of getting into
It is.
right?
It is. It
Be
is.
goofy,
Don't be
people.
afraid to laugh at things or laugh at yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in this klutzy stage for a while, you know. Remember, Lisa, I dumped that stuff all over the place right for that session. It was ridiculous. And I've been, you know, you just laugh at it. Laugh at yourself. That's
Yeah,
what I keep
exactly.
hearing. Just learn to laugh at yourself more.
Okay, Patty Zolinska from Chicago. What does Erik suggest for their next scalar service? Maybe the ERPE, the main service tune-up. Now, I'll say that if you are doing fine, there's no need to order anything. It's only if, you know, you've had a lot of stress, a lot of losses, etc., that you may need to consider something like the tune-up. But what does Erik have to say?
He agrees. He agrees with
He
you.
agrees with you. He agrees with you.
I
It's
hear
like,
wait.
and
Yeah,
I
right.
would like just sit back and like just feel that feeling of just being okay with where you are right now. Because I feel like always having to correct things. You're always having to correct things. Nothing's good enough.
That's good advice. Good advice. Be okay with where you are. And if you're worried about the new tariff relief prices, that's not actually a sale. I call it a sale. It's really, Lucas corrected me. It's a similar, it may be a permanent price reduction for you guys. So, which is good because I know a lot of people are hurting now. All right, Thomas Saba from New Jersey. When will I find a long-term partner?
I kept seeing Eric's like right around the corner. Did you guys see that? Like he's going right around the corner.
Well, Erik just what he did for me. He goes, "It's written in the stars. It's written in the stars," and so it's definitely there for you.
Yeah, it's there. It's coming. You know what? Just love life. Love yourself. Love life. Do things you enjoy.
That will attract love.
Yes, it does. It attracts it. And don't worry about looking for it. It's gonna find you. You can't hide. So
Yeah.
It will
it's
happen.
coming.
It will
It's coming.
happen organically too.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yes.
You don't have to
Don't
look
yes.
at it. Thank God.
And don't send
You don't
out
have to-
vibes of despair. Don't send out any, you know,
Or
nervousness
expectations.
don't.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
go out and relax and do, like Ginger said, do the things you love.
Right. Okay, Stacy Ann from Lillington, North Carolina. Y'all were 100% correct last time in telling me my dream meant a newborn was coming. One cousin that was in the dream keeps showing up almost every night. Any idea why? One
What was
cousin that
coming?
was a newborn was coming.
Oh,
Right. One cousin that was in that dream keeps showing up almost every night. Any idea why? So why is this one cousin showing up? I don't
To
know.
get her attention. Erik says to get your attention because there's Erik also tells me this individual is very intuitive and
that's what I was just getting.
and I just don't feel like she believes that really. Like she knows, but she doesn't believe. Like intellectually she knows, but she doesn't believe. And Erik says it's about you tapping into you and start checking that part out of yourself.
And we don't know if this cousin that is in the dream, if they're on the other side or if they're still here. So it's hard to say.
Either way, Erik says either way. It's
Okay.
It's to
I
get
feel
her
like they're on
attention.
the other side. I feel like they're on the other side.
Are they the new
And
coming
they're
in?
really there. They're I don't feel that they're reincarnating, if that's what she's
Okay.
wondering. And
No.
but there is this like I felt like wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Like you got it, you got it. Pay attention to this.
Nice.
Clairvoyance, big time. I feel a strong one.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And clairvoyance, I guess, when people have lucid dreams, that's a form of clairvoyance, is it?
Yes.
Because you're seeing
Yes.
and hearing.
Yes.
All right, Carrie C. Now she spells her name Karri from Amherst, Nebraska. Does my father, Gerald Stevens, who passed in October, have a message for me? And does he know how much I love him? They always know. They hear our
They
thoughts.
do.
Yes, they hear you. They hear you.
Okay.
So your father's showing me he's going through your finances. So,
Oh, I was getting that too. I was getting
Right.
money. Yeah.
and so with him looking through your finances, and I don't mean literally, but he's showing me he's looking through your finances. Maybe you need to look at them a little bit more or something.
Yeah, I was getting something with finances.
Okay.
First thing I saw was money signs when he came in. I see like money signs,
Mhm.
something about financial. Pay
Okay.
attention.
I want to ask Lori. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Lori Bellissimo and her partner Ian Mason have been trying to sell this flat in Tavistock, United Kingdom, and they almost got it. And then everything, the inspection, all that stuff, and then the buyer pulled back, got out of it. But now they're back in. Will this damn house sell soon? It's just been such a horrible ordeal.
It is going to sell. Eric says it
Yeah,
is going to
it will.
sell.
To the
But what
current
happened was the reason why it stopped because Eric is telling me what their higher selves was pointing out for them. One of the main ingredients that stops them from going in the direction that they really want to go in. Like it stops them from really just fully engaging in where to go next or what to do next.
Time usually doesn't come in, but I was getting the month of June, so I feel like it's not too far off.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. All right, I'm going to ask, look up a definition of something, but for a question that's next, but I need to skip that while I'm looking that up. Robinette S. from Michigan. Before my mother-in-law, Dolores, died, she told me she'd put some money aside for me. I never got anything when she passed over. Was it withheld? If so, will I ever receive it?
It's funny when people pass and there's money involved, people get real stupid.
I feel like somebody else dipped, is what I was seeing. Eric, somebody's dipping their hand in the cookie jar.
Somebody
Dipping
stealing
it.
it from? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else got to it first, is what I'm getting.
However, Eric says that doesn't mean that person's going to enjoy it and have the time of their life, because usually what happens is that part of it that they're enjoying that belongs to someone else has a big hole in the bottom. So they run right through it so fast and then they don't even know what they did with it.
Yeah, there's an instant karma, you could call it, I guess, where you kind of like, and this probably sounds silly, but I'm really careful about putting my basket back at the store, making sure if I leave and forget to pay for something, I go back and pay for it. I've always done that
I do
because
too.
Right.
whatever you put out in the universe, positive or negative, you are going to get back anywhere from 3 to 10-fold in that range.
Right.
So depending on your intent and things like that. But even if you didn't intend, it does fall back on you if you have a knowing of it. So keep that in mind. If somebody steals from you, if you steal from somebody else.
Okay. All right, let me see. So is it a relative that's taking it, or a friend, or
I feel like it has something to do with somebody close to them.
That's what I get.
As you get
Family.
All right, Alex Davidson from no, I'm sorry, that's the handle. Janice from Toronto. Will my house be expropriated? I had to look that up. But basically,
what?
will her house be expropriated? That means taken by the state for eminent domain purposes. Denise, you probably already knew that.
No.
I'm getting a no.
Oh, good. Okay. Amanda Hill from Tucson. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you, my son, Jeffrey Dylan Hill, please. Okay, so she wants to talk to her son, Jeffrey Dylan, Dillan Hill.
What would she like to ask? Just a message?
Yeah, probably.
I heard hi, Mom.
Oh,
I don't know if he liked going to the movies, but I see him going into the movies. Like he's like that is something that he loves to do is go into the movies.
Okay.
And he seems young to me. And when I say young, like anywhere from like around 18, to a young age, maybe 15. It feels Erik says it's more 15.
Um,
But he loves going to the movies. It's like it's like a
Is he
revolving
okay?
door. He can just go in there.
Oh,
Yeah, I was seeing him doing things enjoy like younger too, like skating, like
Mhm.
on a skateboard and just doing
yeah.
things he enjoys, letting you know he's enjoying himself. Which is
Yes.
important for
Okay.
you to know that he's enjoying himself. And
Okay.
he hears you, and I also see him in your dreams. So if you haven't had a dream yet, he'll be there.
I
Awesome.
heard I'm happy and he visits often. And whenever you
Oh,
think of him, he's with you.
that's great. All right, Ashley in Houston. How can I best support my oldest son? Any advice?
Support, is that what you said?
Right, support, just emotionally, probably.
I heard at a distance.
Yeah. I was getting
Uh-oh.
I was getting something
On
a
an
little bit
angle.
similar, but yeah, but choose your support carefully is kind of like what Erik was showing me. But for not fixing it, have that
Yes.
shoulder for him, but don't always fix it. Don't think you have to fix it. He can fix it. He will
Don't
learn.
rescue them from
Yeah,
their spiritual lessons,
right,
people.
right,
So
right.
hard to do when you're a parent. It really
It
is
Oh,
is. Oh, it is.
so
Let
it
difficult.
me tell
is.
you.
Oh my God. Okay, Tasha from Waller, Texas. I know exactly where that is. Ooh, is there a spirit in my closet or bathroom? If so, who is it? Ooh.
I get that she has a lot of
Energy
energies
there.
around,
Yeah.
energies around her. It's not, I don't feel like, and I don't get that it's anything bad. I get that she likes having that around, so that's why it's there. It's more of
Is it
a,
like family? Is it the
I
people?
feel like there's family. I feel like there's family, but something else I'm getting. Erik was saying, it's different. There's like spirit guides sometimes.
yes,
Sometimes it's Erik. This is
Uh-oh.
to show you that there is another side. It kind of like gets you going, get you
Oh,
deeper into your spiritual
good.
path.
Oh,
I
that's
feel
yes,
like it's
because it,
anything
it pulls her
nefarious.
in, it pulls her in to want to know more.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Thoraya Roberts from Fife, Scotland. I want to go to Scotland, Thoraya. One day I'm going to do that and I'm going to meet you. Well, my daughter and Emma and I and our cat Molly find a new happy home for us by the end of this summer.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
got a
Yeah,
yes.
I was getting a yes.
Oh,
Awesome.
like a
Will it
Yeah.
little
be in
cottage,
Scotland?
like a beautiful, I
Oh,
saw a
oh my,
vision of a
that is
beautiful
my
little cottage
dream.
with
Wow.
flowers
I know, right?
in the windows.
Fix it up before
Yeah,
it comes.
yeah.
Fix it up before it comes. Okay, so that's wonderful. We'll still be in Scotland, or will it be elsewhere in the
I
UK?
don't feel like they're going anywhere far. I don't
Okay.
know.
No, I
No,
didn't
I
either.
feel Scotland.
All right. So Darlene Clem from East Greenbush. I think that's in New York. I'm not sure. Who took my bracelet off and put it on my nightstand while I was sleeping? Ooh, very good.
I had that happen when I first started watching channeling Erik. Yep, I was hearing Erik. And
Who does that?
my nose ring kept coming out and getting put on the dresser.
Oh,
Swear to God.
wow.
Yeah. And then when I first started watching this, that was where the jokes he played, and I first seen Erik when you asked that,
So
and then
Eric,
and
can you
then you seen it
confirm?
too, didn't you, Nora?
I did, and it reminded me of when I slept when I was in California
Oh
and there was
yeah,
a lot of activity in my son's apartment
yeah,
complex.
yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up, I didn't have something removed, but I woke up with rosary beads around my neck. So, yeah.
That is
So,
crazy. Was that Eric? Eric, was that you?
no, actually, I think it was my mother-in-law, and I
Oh.
just needed more protection there because I was doing a lot of
Oh.
clearing.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine you do. But Eric, you're the one that took the bracelet off of Darlene or not?
I get yes. I get a
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
I get a yes.
All right, Maria,
He's having a
Miria.
lot of fun.
Oh my God, he always does.
Yeah, no, he acts real proud of it,
Yeah.
which he
Yeah.
should.
Oh,
It's not
All right,
easy.
Maria. No, it can't be. Maria,
No.
Myria.
It exerts a lot of energy for him.
I can imagine. Sometimes he gets help though. All right, Maria Myria or Myria, Myria from Edmonton. Is it really gold treasure on our property in Bay Light Leyte? And how deep is it if it does exist? Ooh, cool.
I see gold.
What are the coordinates? I want to go get that stuff.
It's not what she thinks I'm getting. It's I see it too, Nora. I see it, but I don't see like what she thinks it is.
Well, what is
Like,
it?
what do you see, Denise?
I don't, yeah, and I get, I don't get like I get like it's kind of deep wherever it is, you
Rock.
know?
It's
And
in rock.
yeah, so
In
what
rock.
you can do though is you can connect to the energies of that gold and use the energies, you know, and learn to use that
financial
energy.
Follow. Where's my dowsing rods?
I
Follow
was
the
just gonna
water
say,
line.
carefully use a dowsing rod, but when
Yeah.
you use it, call upon protection.
Well,
Spirit
follow-
to be with you.
Sure.
This is what these were created for in the first place. With sticks is what they used to be, right? And you can find water. So I'm seeing water on your property, but under the ground. It's in that
Oh.
area. I don't see it as treasure somebody buried. I think that's what they mean, but I don't
Mhm.
see that. I just see it like natural.
It's valuable. Cool. In the rock, Nora said. So yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
makes
where
sense.
the
I see
water,
a
where it's just
slab.
water.
A slab,
Oh,
but
wow.
under the earth, a slab.
Maybe it's like beautiful quartz. Of course, it's not that, not that precious. I don't think. Anyway, it is to me. All right, Jean Kruger. Hi, Jean from Stockton, California. May I get a heavenly message
Hey.
from Connie J.C. from Benicia, California?
He's not far from me.
Connie J.C. from Benicia. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I don't know if Connie's a girl or a guy. It could be either.
I feel female energy.
I did
Okay.
too. I felt female.
So any message from Connie?
Uh,
Connie JC? Connie Jean something from me.
I see a lot of Cosmo flowers, purple, deep purple.
Oh.
I know that's not a message, but I get visions, and that's what I
Well,
see.
yeah, you gotta see what you say what you see, baby.
Okay, so Erik is bringing up baseball for me. So I don't know, obviously, but he's bringing up baseball, and I feel like it's something with baseball. There's something going on with that.
Oh, interesting. Anything else, girls?
I was just hearing something about change and keeping your focus closer, not too far out. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Those are like
Like
household.
within the shorter time frame.
Oh,
Don't
time.
yeah,
Oh,
time frame, not too far out with your focus, like you're planning something down the road, but stay focused on something right now.
Yeah.
Is what I was getting.
okay.
Something sooner, some kind of change. I don't
Okay. Bob P. from Manville, New Jersey. When do you see my boyfriend, or it could be BF, his best friend, Thomas B. of Petersboro, Canada, moving to the U.S.?
boyfriend.
Boyfriend, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I get a boyfriend.
That's what I felt anyway.
Okay.
Mhm.
When is he moving to the
I kind of
US?
feel like he's putting this off a little
Is he?
bit.
Is he?
Ah.
Well, it's a big ordeal. Come on.
I know, but
Dragging
it's like
feet.
sometimes people don't want to hear. I got a feeling this person doesn't want to hear this. So,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna. So just so you know, that's what I'm feeling. I'm not always 100%. I have to let them know that. But
Yeah, of
Erik is
course.
saying somebody's got their heels in the ground.
I hear
That's what he was
dragging their feet.
showing me. That's what
Yeah.
he was showing me, the heels in the sand.
Heels in the ground. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Will it ever happen? If no, say he needs to get the
Well,
vehicle.
because there's free will connected to this, so it's
Well,
like
yeah,
there's
that's true.
never.
You never know.
I,
Okay.
I don't get that. I don't get like, no, it will never happen. But maybe
Okay.
this is there just needs to be some clarity around all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Soon.
All right. Julie Ramos, this will be our last question. Hi, Eric and channeling family. Julie Ramos from San Diego. Any messages from my good friend Marianne, who crossed over a couple of years ago?
Well, she's spirited, I got this
Like a
energy coming
Spitfire.
in. Yeah. I got that kind of energy coming in.
I heard, don't worry, be be happy, like that song.
Yeah,
Don't worry, be
yeah, she's
happy.
got that
Well, I
really
feel like she's in cocktail hour with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there
kind
you
of
go.
thing.
Hello.
Party
That's what I
girl,
was. Yeah.
party
Awesome.
girl. A
All right,
good in a
it is-
good way.
One
Yeah.
last thing. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just getting something about your mindset. The person who asked this question. Stay on track with what your ideas are. Like you're on track with these ideas you're having. I mean, you're
Okay.
being guided to do it.
All right.
So,
Well, let me do this one. Sally C. from St. Paul, who left 13 pennies in my closet on the shelf a few years ago. She lives alone. So, simple that.
15 pennies.
Well, Eric told me right away it was her team. Her team left her that.
Oh,
I was seeing a group of spirits, so that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric said her
team,
team.
spirit team. That's cool. All right, let me just do a couple more. Jason L. from Los Angeles would like to know how, because this is important, how to help his 11-year-old son, Jake, as he's been having major emotional problems and acting out. Are we good?
11. Oh boy. Eric is saying that there needs to be help him get something he enjoys, something that's his, something he can feel confident about, feel good about, like say playing guitar or playing a sport, whatever his heart,
Right.
is being pulled towards.
Yeah.
He needs something of his own. He's having a hard time with this change he's
Is
going
there
through.
something going on in school?
I
Yeah.
don't know, but he's very sensitive. And so Eric says, really, he says, if you have to read books, make sessions with any of the mediums or whatever on how to deal with your son, he says, because he's very sensitive and being that all of us are that way, it just to like be able to sit down and go, I know this is this way, and let's just breathe, because what you're feeling is more intense than what the average person feels, or just find a way to talk to him about it. Or, and
Might
Eric
need
says,
Yeah,
if he's
might
not
need
interested in it, then take him outside and say, hey, I want to show you this neat thing I did. And it just really helps me to be okay a little bit and
Right.
teach him how to ground.
Coping, like that coping
Just
feeling,
heard
Yeah.
like
coping
he's not
skills.
feeling how to
Just
express
heard that right
himself.
when you said it.
Right.
Yeah.
Coping skills, and it's okay. Let them know it's
Outlets.
okay.
Yeah, having an outlet.
Yeah.
Need a longer session with one of you guys, and maybe a life coaching session from Ginger. Anyway, all right, Catherine
Any of
Orbick
us would help.
from Fargo, North Dakota. I love this last one. Have I ever been someone famous? Catherine Orbick wants to know. I still think I could be a popular actor, singer, athlete. Maybe could have been. LOL. I'm being drawn to believing I've experienced fame before.
I'm seeing something before TV, like stage wise.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh,
feeling that she has a connection to. I don't get a famous name, and it's only because I probably don't know all the famous people around that time. Not
Yeah.
that it wasn't famous.
I got a vision of I guess a woman actress with a pink satin dress on, strapless, the beautiful blonde, like in the 40s, where they used to have
oh,
to, curl their hair under, and
nice.
kind of like Mae West, I think, with a long cigarette holder with
Was
gloves.
she Mae West?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not feeling that she was, but
I'm
I
not
mean,
feeling she was, but that's what I saw.
Something like that.
Yeah, she's definitely been somebody important though that was in theater is what I'm
Okay.
getting.
Are you talking
Erik
about
is showing like
1900s, 1800s, 70s?
yeah, yes,
70s?
in the 1800s before
1800s.
TV,
Okay.
but there was, plays and stuff. I mean, those have been going on
All right.
forever, but it's closer to the
And
And I also
1900s.
get she was an amazing sculptor.
Oh, really? She could sculpt.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very
All right.
creative, very creative.
Very creative.
But
That's
Erik wants to say she is somebody important.
yes,
Right
of course.
Somebody
We all
famous.
are
now.
people.
Now,
Yes,
Erik says that's what you really need to latch on to.
exactly. All right, my lovely ladies, thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful souls out there. Please subscribe.